Change. We are so happy to see all of you. Some of you have been to many PATHS conferences over the years, and some of you this is your first time, and we are so glad to have you here and to learn and to form connections. My name is Crystal Giesbrecht, and I am PATHS Director of Research and Communications. I would like to begin today by acknowledging that we are on the traditional lands known as Treaty 4 territory, the original lands of the Cree, Ojibwe, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect and honor the treaties that were made on all territories, and we acknowledge the harms and the mistakes of the past, and we commit to moving forward together in partnership in the spirit of reconciliation. Now, I would like to introduce Elder Lorna standing ready to open our day with a prayer.
A little bit about my name, a little bit about introducing ourselves when we go to another community. We're given tobacco, and it's given to me in my left hand so I can shake with my right hand. Most importantly, it's one of our important medicines.
No applause is necessary, I assure you. It is my great pleasure to welcome you today to PATHS Conference 2022, Regrouping and Recharging, Gathering to Create Sustainable Change. As has been mentioned, this is our first in-person conference since the pandemic began, and where we value your presence here all the more for having lacked opportunities to gather like this for so long. For the past several years, it has felt like we've been cast adrift in a turbulent sea, crashing again and again on the shore as we endure wave after wave of difficult circumstances. COVID-19, the increasingly harmful impacts of climate change, systemic racism, homelessness, addiction and mental illness, poverty, and war have become the constant background to our lives, whether we are directly impacted or not.
Also acknowledge the history, the traditional owners of the land here, traditional owners of the land where I come from, the Sanchez people, in the state in the US known as Connecticut. And I also just want to acknowledge any, the Indigenous elders past, present, or emerging who are here today. It's part of my journey to have a deepening understanding around structural racism, colonization, histories of stolen and taken lands. We have the great honor of working across the globe in different beautiful countries with different people, and in many of those places we work. New Zealand, Australia, Canada, the United States. There's a unfortunately similar history of land being taken, of cultures being attacked, and that's still with us today. This is not history, it's current times. So to families, and focusing on the behaviors that men engage in that strengthen or weaken the function of the family. And that's whether he's living in the home or not. That's whether he's in the house, whether he's in another part of the province, whether he's in jail. Because we all know that on one side you can have somebody in jail calling up and making threats, promising that bad things are going to happen, having her watched by family members or gang members or other people, or even by the kids sometimes. What is your mom doing? What is your mom doing? Who she's talking to? That we have to have the ability to be asking the questions, what kind of behaviors is this person engaging in as a parent? And to make that connection, because if we don't make that connection, then we're never going to get right our child protection practices in domestic violence cases. So
All right,
I may
take
go
care of
try
you.
to
Take
hook
care.
out to it just so I can have Wi-Fi.
I don't know, did you do the webinar on Friday?
All right, take care of you.
List that I put up there, then what does the court do with that? Well, then there are also, and it's in both sets of legislation, there's a significant list there of what the court needs to take into consideration of the violence. So.
My name is Bernie Hillier. They call me Bernie. Bernadette is reserved for my grandmother, who's now since passed. But that's fine. The 3 videos project was a long process due to COVID, obviously, but then Jonathan's vision was like 18 years ago for this, and it's finally come to fruition. I just wanted to do something here for a minute, and we would like to, I guess, acknowledge Treaty 4. We're from Treaty 6. And we would also like to put on our colors, which is the beadwork from our grandmothers. Just I got lots, but these are a few. There is a lot of violence in there, in the communities, ours, and in a lot of others too. It's not just ours. We're all in it together. So we want to thank Pass for the invitation and to the people who came to listen and share.
It out with positive thoughts, we can hopefully find that balance in the world.
My name is Florence Omayefa, so I'm working as Regina Transition House as a domestic violence counselor. So, and I was happy to be here because this is my first time of attending the PATH conference, and it's really a blessing to me because I've learned a lot since morning, most especially working with women that experience domestic violence with their children. So, and I learned about the safeguard, about how to deal with them. Even for one of the breakout sessions, I understand that there are some women that they want to be alone in their room when it happens, but they don't have space. They come to shelter maybe for a few days to recharge and reshape and then go back to their partner because they are thinking that, oh, maybe I'm the one that is at fault, that is caused violence in the family. But when they go back, they resolve the issue. So, and the children too, they are in good shape. But at times, it doesn't work out the way they want. They will still go back again. So, and from here, I learned a lot that communication is very essential, crucial for this program, to resolve issue in the family. So, and I really know that when we are going through maybe some challenges in the family, we need to talk to friends, to family. We shouldn't keep it to ourselves so that maybe we can get help. And then when it's going on, we shouldn't go back, seek for help, communicate. Leave the sin again when you are experiencing it, that, oh, this is violence is coming. Just run. Most especially if something that can harm you or your children, just leave the house immediately. So I really learned a lot, and I'm still learning in this conference, and I'm happy that I'm here. So thank you so much.
Thank you. P. Walker from Southwest Crisis Services. I'm the executive director. And so far I'm just feeling really inspired by the content and everyone coming together and sort of uniting for a common cause. So I'm just excited to be together.
Hi, I'm David Mandel. I'm the Executive Director of the Safe and Together Institute. I'm here at the PATHS conference, and I'm having a great time learning from everybody here in Saskatchewan. I was particularly struck by the workshop on family law and the changes in Saskatchewan and in Canada around family law, and also the presentation on violence prevention in Indigenous communities. I think it's been a great conference so far.
Hi, my name is Heidi Rankin. I'm the Associate Director at the Safe and Together Institute, and I live in Colorado, and am so delighted to be here at the conference. And I'm loving, being immersed with advocates and the such hard work that they do. And I'm really appreciating the attention to diversity, the attention to cultural considerations, and how we're working with people, what values we bring to this work, and I'm so thrilled to meet all the new people doing such amazing things. Thank you.
My name is Tanya White Bear. I'm from White Bear First Nations. I brought a group of single mothers or working moms to this conference, and they love it. They love it. This is something that they've been looking for. They need more education workshops like this. And it says right here, more women's groups, more workshops that are useful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Stella Cody. I work with the YWCA. I'm a shelter counselor, and the best part of the conference, I think, was in the beginning when they talked about the perpetrator and how instead of the main focus is on the mother of the children, the focus was switched over to the perpetrator, which was the father. I'm getting excited. which is the abuser in the situation, and I just like how they switched it up in Manitoba, and they look at the perpetrator now instead of the mother. Thank you.
Hi, I'm McKenna, and I am with the Regina Sexual Assault Center as their practicum student. And since I'm kind of new to the field, I feel like I'm just learning so much of things I didn't even know. So just overall, the whole presentation on the perpetrators, is all so new to me. So it's super exciting to get to learn everything.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Morgana Makaya. I'm here with Stops to Violence. And so far, my most favorite thing that I've learned about is organizational trauma with Dwayne. I forgot his last name. And it was a very interesting talk about how organizations can also experience trauma and ways to deal with that. So it was very informative and it gave me hope that, people are looking into those things.
Thank you.
My name is Shelley. I am a shelter manager at Southwest Crisis Services, and I've enjoyed everything here at the PATHS conference. I especially was intrigued or impressed by what the lawyers had to say. There was a lot of really good information there, and I actually could have probably listened to them for at least another half hour. There was a lot of information that they shared that I found that we could find very useful with our clients.
Thank you.
I'm Brendan Prokopchuk. I'm with the Ministry of Justice, Family Justice Services. The part I'm enjoying most about the conference is getting the opportunity to intermingle with a bunch of different organizations to all work together. We're all working towards the same cause, and I think this is a great way to go about it.
Thank you. Ready.
My name is Naz Godrati. I'm so honored to be here in PATHS conference in Saskatchewan this time. My specific work was around safeguarding of migrant women when they experience domestic abuse in the context of culture, heritage, their background, their ethnicity, and all the complexities around that. We have lots of newcomers, and it's really important for us to know how best to serve them rather than react to something that happens. What I loved about being here is being among kindred spirits, all of us thinking about the same thing, feeling the same thing. We all want to do the best for our clients, and it's always such a nice energy to be amongst like-minded people and lots of women energy generating that. So that's what I absolutely love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Go.
So my name is Carly Sigda Holyoke, and I'm with the Ministry of Justice, Family Justice Services. And I would say my most favorite part of the conference so far is just getting to meet a bunch of people that are like-minded and sort of have the same goals, the same mindset, and just being in a room full of people that get it.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim Newsham. I'm with the Ministry of Justice in Regina here, and I think my favorite part of the conference is all of the people here and the energy in the room, and knowing that we're all working hard towards the same goal of ending someday violence, interpersonal and family violence. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, my name is Jonathan Ballantyne. I worked at Peter Ballantyne Cree Nation Health Services as a holistic worker, and I looked after the men's groups. Coming to PATS, one of the favorite that I enjoyed was listening to Dave Mandel, and you know, a lot of things that I didn't know, and I'm kind of curious about getting to know more stuff from him. And you know, we have a lot of good speakers, and especially you know, it was a joy doing the 3 videos, our 3 videos, and meeting different contributors, Joanne, Crystal, Karen, Morgana, and the other shelter workers that we worked with them. We are getting to meet them because everybody's coming here. So those are one of the things I enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. My name is Bernadette Hillier, but I'm referred to as Bernie by friends and colleagues. I work at the Shambo Lake Health Center as the holistic coordinator, and I'm a social worker and a mental health and addiction worker. And what I've really enjoyed from the PATH conference so far has been with NECA, and the fact that she was referring strangulation versus choking. I never really thought of it, but that's just one awareness that was brought to my attention. And the other one is Dave Mandel, and how he's focusing, I guess, through the trauma-informed lens on the perpetrator and how his behaviors are affecting families and the children. We need to look more at that rather than the victim and what's going on with the victim only. Yeah, so I really am enjoying this.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Shelley Robertson. I work with Northeast Outreach and Support Services in Melfort. I am a senior staff member there. I was the first client at the shelter there, and now I get to work with all of our women that come in. I'm very honored to do that. I think the thing that is sitting with me the most is David Mandel. I've taken a lot of their courses online, and just getting to speak with him, hear him speak, and his ideas are amazing, and yeah, that sits with me the most. So thank you for the conference. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sharissa Blondo, and I am here in support of the Regina Transition House. And some of the things that I enjoyed here is meeting the other organizations from all across Saskatchewan.
Hi, I'm Jason Folk. I'm one of the provincial trainers with social services here attending this conference, and what's really sticking out for me is the focus on the strengths of the survivors and wanting to get that information to where it needs to go to create positive impacts, and also shifting the focus on the children and how the aggressive person in the relationship, we're not focusing enough on their parenting skills and how that dynamic is impacting the children involved in the household. in addition to that, just the wizardry of the presenters. I'm a presenter myself, and to learn from them, to see how they can string information together and tug on our heartstrings has been fantastic. So going back to my organization, this is going to be incredibly beneficial. We're already kind of strategizing how we're going to implement aspects of this training. Already next week, I'm doing training with 30 of our new staff, and I'm already starting to think about ways I can reshape my domestic violence portion. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Glenda James, and I'm the Executive Director of the Saskatchewan Brain Injury Association. And we formed a network, a partnership to start Purple Thursday in Canada to focus on the intersection between brain injury and intimate partner violence or interpersonal violence. And so Necka McGregor and Women at the Center has the expertise on IPV that we don't have, whereas we have expertise in brain injury. And so we want to bring all those pieces together with Purple Thursday so that we can learn from each other, so that we can share information and support each other.
Thank you.
My name is Catherine Boyce, and I am the project coordinator at PATHS. Welcome to day 2 of PATHS 2022 conference. Regrouping and recharging, gathering to create sustainable change. Now, as an extrovert, the regrouping and recharging part of being in the room with all of you and feeling this energy and everyone thinking about the same topic and how we can move forward has been a delight for me.
Again, applaud is not required. When I hear that list, it just makes me tired, to tell you the truth. But I just want to thank you so much for all those kind words, and say what a pleasure it has been working with Karen during her time at Resolve Saskatchewan, not the least working jointly so closely on the 3 Videos project. So thanks everybody, and back to your regular programming.
Wisdom with us. The whole topic of strangulation is my current wormhole. Joanne directed me to the Strangulation Institute website, Strangulation Prevention, and I'm telling you, like, I'm hardly sleeping. And we have one announcement before break.
My name is Glenda James. I'm the Executive Director of Saskatchewan Brain Injury Association. And today, all across Canada, brain injury associations are also celebrating Purple Thursday and putting out information. We've brought some here. Sandy has it back there at the Purple Thursday table. We'd like to invite you to take a handful. There's a big sheet for professionals like yourselves to give you some information about brain injury and some of the symptoms that you might be seeing in people that come in, and some of the things that you can do to make it easier. We're not asking you to screen. That's something that I'm really concerned about. We are asking you to accommodate and be aware. And so that 8x11 sheet was
just at hand. It is really, for me, a humbling experience to be asked to introduce Necka McGregor this morning. If you really want to know about Necka's...
Louder into... Oh, there we go. There we go. We've got it. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'll bring this here. Right. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. And it was funny as I was listening to your presentation within the social justice. It was all I completely relate. But you're absolutely amazing. My name is Necka, and I am a survivor of gender-based violence, which is why I do this work.
Apetu washte tue Johanna. Achia pita tonkaska we amakia peye. Papaha ska oyate tahawahi. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to the Creator for this beautiful day and allowing us all to be here together and to be able to share. And as speaking about what Donna said, recharge, and it's really, really good to be together and to be in person. And I want to give thanks to the elder who did the opening prayer, and make sure that we start off and we do this work in a good way.
you were meant to be, you would have been invited, and she was not invited.
Right, did I just, because the person who was supposed to be there, she reports out, I don't know, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
what I will explain to you, what did occur, is that she did leave the meeting. She may have been offended, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if she was. She may have been, she did leave. The person that she claimed couldn't be present did show up after she exited the meeting.
Knock, knock, knock. Hello. Again, I'm Donna, standing ready. I guess I always will be. I keep announcing my name in case you guys forgot. Anyhow, this is our last speaker of the day, and she's very near and dear to my heart. I'm her oldest daughter, and I've been with her through a lot of her journey since the day I was born, and she's dragged me off to this cause and that cause as I was growing up. And Mom, I was only like 9, 10 years old. What the heck are you doing? Why are we doing this? Burning bras on the Albert Street Bridge, you know? Attending a variety of conferences. You know, the one that really sticks with me was I thought I was going on a wonderful road trip to Winnipeg. I'd never been to Winnipeg, and it was all about Indian education and controlled by Indians only, right? And I thought, oh, really? We can do that? You know, like, and I was like grade 9, so I must have been 13 at the time. And I thought, this is kind of a deep, deep question for a 13-year-old. I'm not going to get anything out of it. Well, guess what, folks? I did, and I went on with my advocacy work. I built my life thanks to Mom. You know, she was a good example. She laid that foundation, and I'm proud to say that each of my siblings and her grandchildren, we all carry that torch on, and I'm just very, very honored to be her daughter. It goes without saying, I'd like to introduce my mother, Elder Lorna Standing Ready.